Hi everyone, I'm Jennifer. Welcome to Love's Path. So today's video is going to be very interesting. We are going to discuss a CIA project titled Analysis and Assessment of the Gateway Process. So I just learned that this even existed a couple of days ago, and it is incredibly interesting. The actual report you can access on the CIA website, and it is 25 or 29 pages long, I do believe. I have been reading it over the last couple of days, and it's pretty insane that this document was able to be released, but seems like so quietly. This report analysis was done in 1983, and it was approved for to be released into the general public in 2003. So I'm going to go over a little bit of a brief synopsis when it comes to this. So the Analysis and Assessment of the Gateway Process is a report that was authored by Wayne M. McDonnell for the U.S. Army Intelligence and Security Command. It explores the gateway experience, a technique developed by the Monroe Institute. The gateway experience combines elements of transcendental meditation, hypnosis, and biofeedback with quantum mechanics, neurophysiology, and philosophy to alter human consciousness and potentially transcend physical reality. Some of the key points that are discussed within the document are holographic universe theory. The report discusses the concept of a holographic universe where each part contains the whole, suggesting that our reality might be a projection from a higher dimensional space. This theory aligns with ideas from quantum physics and proposes that altered states of consciousness can enable phenomena like remote viewing and out-of-body experiences. The scientific basis, the gateway process integrates scientific theories to explain how consciousness might extend beyond the physical realm. Techniques such as hemisync audio technology are used to synchronize brain hemispheres, facilitating entry into altered states of consciousness. The stages and techniques. The process involves several stages of consciousness, referred to as focus levels, each providing different experiences and insights. The report details how these stages can be accessed and the potential personal growth and healing benefits that might result. Some of the controversial aspects of the document are that it touches on speculative topics such as interactions with non-physical entities and the nature of time and space, which remain controversial and are not fully understood within the scientific community. Overall, the document highlights the potential of human consciousness to achieve extraordinary feats and advocates for further exploration of these frontiers, despite the speculative nature and the challenges in validating such experiences scientifically. So, that's why I just think it's so crazy, right? So they are basically, this is a experiment that they had done, and they know that everything is possible, yet it's not widely discussed among people. The healing benefits, that you can heal yourself, do they not think that's important to maybe try to fight cancer? To that with people, if they had this knowledge, that they might be more attuned. Maybe they keep it so hush hush because it's a way for them to remain in control, to have the authority. which actually the channeled message I got this morning was about the power struggle, trying to in just the indecisiveness that we can have. So I will do that tomorrow. I was gonna do it today, but I don't know. I've been really pretty excited about this. So the astral projection, that's what they speak a lot about that in the actual CIA report. And the techniques that are used are the Monroe Institute. So actually on YouTube, you can look up Monroe, I think it's Robert Monroe, Monroe Institute. And they actually have these guided meditations that are what was used during this experiment. I have done them a couple of times now. I did one last night as I was falling asleep, and I will admit I have tried a lot of different types of astral projection, lucid dreaming, fall asleep to meditations, and this was the most powerful one by far. I also did a couple this morning because there's different phases that the different focus groups. If I'm saying that right, but anyway. And so I think there's 6 altogether in tape 1, and then 6 in tape 2. And it's 3 hours long, each of them are. So I got an hour into the first one today. And like I said, very powerful. And in the actual report, it discusses once you are listening to these tapes or whatnot, what you need to do to be able to astral project or remote view, heal yourself. It goes into pretty good detail. So I will try to link the website for the document below. So all you gotta do is click on it and read it. I just don't know how YouTube works, if it'll let me do that or not. So I will try it. But as far as astral projecting, so I have done that once, and it was a pretty amazing experience. I can't even explain how it felt when I went and came back. It was a beautiful experience, and I think I should kind of go into depth on that one with a video. I'm thinking about doing a whole ghost story type of video because I have a lot of experiences. But that was amazing, and I have wanted to figure out how to do it again. The first time I did it, it was not me who decided to go. Well, I didn't try to anyway, I should say. My higher self must have. But my uncle had passed away on that night. As I'm actually laying in bed, I was asleep, I went into this dream, and it happened from there. And it was pretty amazing, and it was not a dream. It was pretty amazing. So anyway, going off subject with that one a little bit, but I highly recommend checking it out. So if you are someone who wants to try to remote view or get into these deeper meditations where you could possibly, astral project, I highly recommend listening to the Monroe Institute meditations and even reading this document about this whole experiment, because it gives some pretty valuable information in there. And some of the information that it does tell you that they found is, you find that knowledge in books. So some of the information about your thinking and how you should remain positive thinking and this and that. I mean, that's all The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle is about that. And the same thing with Michael Singer's book, The Untethered Soul. He goes into things that are also represented in this document. So interesting. Anyway, check it out. I'm gonna try to post the link below. And I hope you guys found that interesting, because it was pretty crazy to me when I read about this. And I will see you guys all tomorrow.